I'm coming on just a little bit early, a couple minutes early, just to make sure everything's showing up okay. So I'm just gonna sort of hang out here a little bit and watch people join. It's supposed to be starting at 4. That's Eastern Standard Time. I forgot to say that, but hopefully people realize I'm on the East Coast. So if you're somewhere else in the country, adjust the time accordingly, or hope you did anyway. So, hey Pam, yay! It's so nice that you can join in today. So glad to have you here. So, how is it in Florida? Is it hot down there still? Anyway, okay. So we're just gonna wait for other people to come on. And maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh no. Okay, it's very warm. It's actually cool here. It's been in the 50s and 60s during the day, just beautiful. We're getting some fall color. It's like my favorite time of year for that. And I'm gonna actually, at some point, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you my beautiful trees in my tree house. So, so just giving it a minute more. Let's see. It's 11:59. Got another minute before I'm supposed to officially be on. And, 82 right now. Wow, I bet you it's humid too. Let's see. I'm looking for myself on my laptop feed just to make sure I'm showing up right now. And let's see. Not seeing me yet. Let's see. My laptop's always making all kinds of sounds, noises at me. I silenced my phone, so hopefully it's not going to make noise, but we'll hope for the best. Let's see. So, am I oriented right? It look like I am to me, but maybe you guys can tell me. I see there's one other person that joined. Okay, and you're gone now. Well, okay, if you join again, please comment and let me know who you are. Let's see. So Pam, do I look oriented right? Looks good, okay. So my theme for today is practice and consistency. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But, somebody else has joined. Maybe you rejoined. Tell us who you are, and then we'll be able to chat and I'll know who I'm talking to. So I am not seeing me live. It's just a delay, I guess, on my laptop. So, interesting. Hey, Carol, welcome. Good to have you here. I saw your post earlier saying you were going to join in. Always makes me happy to have people who come back. Let's see. Still looking to see if my post is showing up, if I'm showing up live. You guys see me, but I don't see me. It's such a weird thing. Okay, what's going on here? Thanks for hanging out while we wait, and for other people to join, and for me to check and make sure I'm showing up. Still not seeing me. I might just have to just go with it, and I'll have to ask you guys. Oh, there I am. I found me. Yay. Okay, very good. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and anybody else who joins in, of course, you know, people might watch in the replay, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting. So again, welcome and thanks for being here. I have a bit of an agenda, so I want to tell you a little bit about what I plan to cover today. Just a little bit of personal news, just because I'm that sort of person. And I have a theme for the day and a quote for the day. And I'll give you news and updates, stuff that's going on in my world and the Stampin' Up world. I'm going to demonstrate a project or two, and I think you're going to love it because I love it. And then I'm going to have some giveaways, so make sure to stay to the end, and I'll tell you how you can participate and play along as we go as well. And one of the ways to participate in one of the giveaways is to leave comments, so I'll be asking some questions as we go, and just leave comments and try to be specific so we know what you're referring to. When people watch the replay, they'll know what you're referring to. That's always helpful. All right, so a little bit on the personal news, just real quick. So I just want to say, hi, Lori. Welcome. My hip is hip. For those of you who know, I had hip replacement surgery the end of August. Who would guess that me, young me, would have to have hip replacement surgery? But I did, and I'm probably going to have it on my right side eventually. But I'm doing really well. I'm about 2 months out, and I've been doing my exercises and trying to get strong again. And so I'm doing well. And this sort of brings me a little bit to my theme of the day, which is practice. So when I was doing my recuperation, I did my exercises. I was really diligent. I pretty much had nothing else to do for a while there. So, but I'm getting stronger. I'm back to doing yoga just once a week, but that takes a lot of strength, and so I'm trying to do that and do that more. Thanks, Lori. Part of why I wanted to bring my hip up in this context is because so many people have been really sweet about asking how I'm doing, checking in with me, and so I just thought some people might like to know that I'm doing really well, and I could stand up and do a little jig. I actually am good to do that if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so practice. So I was watching a video the other day, and practice was one of the sort of themes, if you will. And I don't know about you guys, but when something's hard for me, I avoid it, right? I just avoid the practice because it makes me nervous or anxious, like getting on Facebook Lives. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I had some technical difficulties with Facebook for a while. I was oriented wrong, and I posted a video somewhere where no one could see it on my personal page, and my phone fell once. I mean, just a whole bunch of weird stuff. So, right, that was a little bit of a deterrent to doing it. But I've been wanting to do it. I've actually had people specifically ask me to do it. And I know it's good for my business, and I am working really hard to build my business. So here I am, and today, so my theme is practice and consistency, and I know that by practicing, I'm going to get better. So earlier today, when I was preparing for this, I turned my camera on. I did a Facebook Live just to myself so I could see how it worked. I moved the camera around to make sure I oriented right, and I did it a couple of times. So just a little bit of practice so that I wouldn't have some of the pitfalls happen that have happened in the past. So that might still happen, because when I reoriented the camera, I know I did that once, it still didn't orient properly. And in the event that that happens, I'm just going to let you guys know I'm going to go off and come back on again, and I'm going to make it right. Dang it, I'm going to practice, and I'm going to make it work. Determination. That'll be a theme for another day. But anyway, so practice is my theme for today. And let's see. Before I go on to the next thing, I do want a little bit more personal news, sort of personal business. Some of you know that I did earn the Greek Isles incentive trip. The Stampin' Up! Year ended the end of September, and I had to earn a certain amount of points in order to earn that, and I did, and I'm so excited. And I'll be taking my family to Greece in July of next year. And I'm also, now the new Stampin' Up! Year started, and I'm working towards Maui. Maui will be July of 2020, and I love Hawaii. And this is going to be a land-based trip, not a cruise. So super excited about that. And we'll be in a resort. And my younger daughter's going to love it because she loves the beach. Anyway, so my goal this year is to earn Maui earlier in the year than I earned Greece. So it's a sign that I'm, building my business and having success. So you'll be hearing more about that as the year goes by. This is the beginning of the year, so I'm pretty far from it now. But hopefully I'll get there quicker than I did last year. I'm just going to keep working hard. So I guess the first comment that I wanted to ask you a thing you wanted to comment on, and this might be too personal. If it is, don't share, but I'm kind of a personal sort of person. I like to get to know people. I'm probably pretty free with sharing things about myself. Thank you for the sweet comments, everybody. And the encouragement for Maui. Yes, I can do it. Yes. I want you to leave a comment, if you're willing and comfortable, to say, what are you working on in your life? and specifically to keep you healthy and strong. And that could be healthy and strong physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, anything that however you want to answer that. So that's a comment. And again, if you joined a little bit late, I'm going to be giving away some prizes. One of the ways that you'll get prizes is by commenting. So please leave a comment if you're willing. So let's see, where's my little thing? So I have this, I was going to put it on my desk, but I realized the camera's not facing down. So here's my little reminder. Oh, and it's backwards. Okay, well, I could turn it around, but guess what? I'm not going to mess with the technical thing. So what are you working on in your life to keep you healthy and strong, or to get you healthier and stronger? Okay, so that's comment number 1. So moving on to sort of a little bit of business news. Okay, working on my self-talk and thoughts. Oh, that's so good, Lori, because we sometimes don't talk so nicely to ourselves. I know that I don't. And I have to remind myself. And I read this great book. I can't remember what it was called, but in it they basically said, I am not my thoughts, right? So if your thoughts, or you are your thoughts, right? So if your thoughts are good, then it reflects who you are. If your thoughts are bad, then dang it, I don't want it to reflect who I am. So anyway, so I think that's a great one. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. This is the challenge, right, of looking at comments, and then I got my notes and my agenda, and then I go back and forth, and then I have to keep track of where I am. Hey, Paula, welcome. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yay, Paula's here. I was thinking about you just a few days ago, actually, surprisingly so. What a coincidence. Anyway, so I'm about to move on to the business news and updates, but Paula, just so you know, I'm asking people to comment. I'll have prizes and giveaways at the end based upon commenting, so please leave a comment. And I just asked people to comment on what you're working on in your life to keep you healthy and strong. If it's too personal, you don't have to share, but some people are sharing. I love that. Okay, losing weight and getting healthier. Oh my gosh, you lost 50 pounds. That's amazing. Yay! And you're where you want to be. That's awesome, Carol. Congratulations. That's really big. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so I'm going to focus on my notes right now just for a second so I don't get distracted. Business news. So again, in my business, I'm working on practicing the things that are hard for me and consistency. Doing Facebook Lives, I need practice to feel more comfortable, and I'm going to be working really hard to be consistent about doing it. My intention and plan is to do it every Thursday at 4 p.m. I'm going to be kind of testing out the time. Hope it works, and I'm sure more people will watch it on the replay than live, but I had to pick a time that worked for me and my schedule. So that I know I would be able to do it. And I knew that if I chose the evening when I'm maybe a little more tired and not up to it, that I probably wouldn't follow through. So follow through is super, super important to me. When I make a commitment, I take it really seriously, and I feel really bad if I haven't followed through. So 4 o'clock on Thursdays, Eastern Standard Time for future reference. Okay, so the quote of the day that's sort of related to consistency and practice and all that is, it's sort of related. Anyway, I love this quote, so I'm going to share it anyway, whether it relates or not. And it is, don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. So, it sort of gets to the self-talk, right? If I'm comparing myself to somebody who's been in business for 10 years and I've only been, actively working my business for 3 years, I'm kind of doing myself a disservice. So, and we tend to compare ourselves to people. So I just love that quote. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle, or your middle to someone else's, later. So anyway, just a thought I wanted to share. So, okay, so where were we? I'm moving right along. Say comment number 2. So comment and let me know if you'll plan to tune in either for the live event or the replay in coming weeks. And you can add, do you like this time, or, anything to just say, yeah, I'll tune in. Yeah, I'd want to tune in. I will if I can. Anything however you want to word it. But leave a comment and let me know. Prizes. Okay. So the one big thing that's happening in the Stampin' Up! World right now is this Snowflake Showcase promotion. So you guys might know that if you're on my newsletter or if you're paying attention to what's going on in the Stampin' Up! World. Thank you, Lori. I'm glad you'll try. Let's see. But anyway, it started today. The promotion started today. It's got 5 different products in it, this set of products. Oh, good. I'm so glad the time works for you, Carol. Yay, fam. Yay, positive comments. I love it. So anyway, this promotion started today. It's a limited time offer. So just for the month of November or while supplies last, these products are going to be available. And demonstrators were able to pre-order them in all this month, all last month rather, in October. So I really, really love all of the products. So I actually ordered all of them. I don't always do that, but I did that because I love them. So I wanted to show you the products as well as a couple of projects that I've made with them. So one of the items is, and let's see, do I dare turn around? Oh, geez, okay. Do you guys want me to turn around? I would like to try to turn around. Everything's going so well right now, I'm afraid to turn it around. Okay, I'm just not going to turn it around. We'll take practice only so much. I'll practice next time. So this is the, what is it called? Snow is Glistening stamp set. The only thing that's backwards is really the words, but you can kind of tell, get the images. Love this. And it coordinates with this set of incredibly robust set of die cuts, which I like to put on magnetic sheets. Just love this. Oh, you read backwards. Good for you, ma'am. One of these days, I'm going to get all the little fine tuning of everything, showing the right way. So I just love these. I love them, love them. And let's see, the next thing that coordinates with this is these little embellishments. Okay, so you probably can't see them too well. You can see I have 2 left because I've used them. I used them at my, let's see if a little bit of light might help. I used them at my Creative Escape Day this past weekend. I only was able to get what I could pre-order. You can't really see that too well, but they're really pretty. They have a little gem in the center. Can you see? I'm backwards. Okay, it's probably way out of focus. Anyway, you get the idea. And then there's this, what is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's like got velvet. Yeah, it's velvet paper. So obviously you can't really appreciate it, but it's super soft. And I have die cut some of the snowflakes, that big snowflake, which I love, out of it. And let's see what else. And then just a few things that I made with the Snow is Glistening set, this one. A couple of cute little tags. I love these snowflakes. Hi there, I'm right in the middle. They're just so delicate. I love the images. And this is actually, this is the color scheme for the Color Fusers blog hop, which I participate in every single month. And that's happening this Monday, the 5th. And you're going to get a little sneak peek of, a related project, shall we say. So this is the color scheme. And the related project is what we made at the gift packaging class at the Creative Escape Day this past Saturday. And this is the project. So it's one of the Stampin' Up! Baker's boxes. And this is a belly band that fits over the top. And you can see that gorgeous snowflake made with the white velvet paper, and it just slips off. So you can put food in there or, anything you really want. And I figured if it's a gift, they might want it to be hidden and a surprise. So, but then there'll be a little window as a little sneak peek when they get it. So you can see the little embellishment on there a little bit better maybe. And it's on dimensionals because I have to do that. Anyway, I just love how that turned out. And so did the people who took the class this weekend. It was really, really fun to share. So I had 2 different classes happening simultaneously at the Creative Escape Day. One was holiday winter theme cards, Stamp-A-Stack, and there were 3 different designs, and then there was gift packaging, 3 different designs. Not everybody did both classes, but I will be sharing those projects soon on my website as soon as I can get stuff up. And so I've shown you 4 out of the 5 products. This Snow is Glistening, and the dies, and the embellishments, and the paper, and there's a benefit to repetition, so I'm repeating a little bit. And then the 5th thing is this stamp set, which is called Happiness Surrounds. And I was actually on the fence about this, but I really generally love medallions like these. Hi, Marilyn, welcome. So I decided to get it. This was the 5th product. And I have created more things with this set than any of the other items. And oh my gosh, One of them is Club Project. Yay, Pam! You're gonna get this project. It's the project I made with this set is a little bit more artsy. I have a couple of choices. I put a sneak peek in my newsletter that went out earlier this week. So if you're on my newsletter, you would have seen those little sneak peeks. They're tiny little pictures. So if you saw those sneak peeks and you tell me what you thought of them. I'm always a little conflicted about doing sneak peeks because it's just a tease, dang it. So was that a fun, like the sneak peeks were fun, or the stamp set was fun, or knowing that you're getting to make a project with that stamp set is fun? I don't know, tell me, Pam. So anyway, that's the new products that are available as of today. And the other thing I should tell you is they are only available, oh, there you go. I love that. All of the above. Okay, just trying to get my stuff put away over here, out of the way. Sorry, distracted. Now I have lost my train of thought. Where was I with my train of thought? Oh my goodness. Okay, I will get it back. Oh, one more quick thing. So these are a couple of additional dies that I cut out with that gorgeous velvet paper. Couldn't help but, you know, cut some more out and show you. And again, I used pretty much my whole set of 2 sheets of that velvet paper for my Creative Escape Day this weekend. And I don't know that I told my people that I was using my pre-order stuff, but you know, they should feel honored, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna have to buy some more as of today. Okay, so what else should I tell you? Oh, that's right, I know what it was. This is while supplies last offer. So all those products I just showed you are only available during the month of November or until they run out. And I think they're really, really cool products. So, you know, in my opinion, they might actually run out, but that just means to say you should get them sooner rather than later if there's something that you want. Okay, so what else did I want to share with you? Okay, so if you decide to order any of them through me, assuming you're not also a demonstrator, you're eligible for my free card kit program. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but essentially I send free card kits to people who purchase through me at certain levels. If your order's under $150, you get, you use the hostess code, and that's how the order qualifies. If you're over 150, you don't use the hostess code, you still get the free kits and you get double kits. So all those details are on my website under the classes and tutorials page. There's a page dedicated specifically to the free card kit program, so you can check the details out there. Okay, so now is your opportunity to leave a comment for those of you who've joined in since I started talking, and I see there are 8 of you on here now. Yay. So if you've joined and you haven't commented, or even if you have, just make sure you say your name, or I mean your name's going to be there, but just say hello so I know that you're there, because I'm kind of looking down and up and I may have missed it. So so if you leave comments, I'm going to give you another opportunity to leave comments now. You're going to get entered for prizes into a drawing for some item that I'm going to give away at the end, or items I should say. So here's an opportunity for commenting. So tell me, what do you think of the new products I just showed you? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I doubt anybody really hates them. But, or you're not sure yet what you think, or you just have to play with them to know. So here's my little, and it's backwards again. What do you think of the new products? And when you answer, go ahead and say something specific. I know this is backwards, it kind of stinks. So what do you think of the new products? Say, I love the new products, I hate the new products, I'm not sure what I think of them. So just add some details so I know what you're commenting on. Because sometimes when you read through the feed of, you know, people responding to Facebook Lives, you're like, what's yes to, what's no to? Hi, Marilyn. Oh, you love the products. Is that what you meant? Love the products? Yay, I'm going to assume that. Hi, Linda. Welcome back. It's good to see you. All right. Yay. Okay, just reading a few comments. Yay. Thank you for commenting, everybody. I know, they're really awesome new products. Okay, so, and let's see. Okay, so what's next? So before I get onto the project, I'm almost ready to get to the project. So next week, I mean, I've committed. You like everything Stampin' Up? I love that. Yeah, it makes it hard to choose though, but you have to pick the things that you like the most. That's hard, I know. So next week, I would normally, right, I said I'm going to do Facebook Lives every Thursday at 4 p.m. And let's see. Oh no, your video, the description has, the video feed has gone away. Well, hopefully it'll come back, or you can watch the replay, Paula. I'm sorry that that's happening. The internet is, you know, a challenge. My internet was down yesterday and I was really worried. I wasn't even going to be able to come on and do this, and it just like, Wi-Fi just disappeared, and I was very upset and spent half the day on the phone with the Apple people. Anyway, that's just to the side. The internet is can be a big challenge. So, but it's a great resource too. So here we are. Okay, I'm going to move right along. So next week, I'm going to be in Orlando for the Onstage Live. That is a celebration of Stampin' Up's 30th birthday. So it's going to be a super big event. It's probably the biggest event they've ever done. There are, I think, going to be over 8,000 demonstrators at this event. The biggest one I've ever been to is 5,000, and I think that was the 25th anniversary. And it's going to be a hoot. I have 4 of my team members, my downline, coming with me, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with them and to be seeing and all the people that I've met over the years through Stampin' Up. It is sort of like a reunion, and they're swapping, and it's super fun. So that's all to just say that next Thursday at 4 p.m., I have no idea whether I'm going to really be in a position to do a Facebook Live or not. I looked at the schedule, and it's during classes that it's happening. So I'm going to try to get on to the extent that I can. Yes, it is pretty amazing that they're 30 years old. And I have been a demonstrator for over 15, so half of that, which is just pretty remarkable to me, and I can't even believe it myself. Celebrated my 15-year anniversary in March, so just a little aside. So anyway, I am planning to try to come on next Thursday at 4. Obviously, I won't be showing a project, but I will be sharing a little bit of the excitement of being on stage, and I'll be, you know, letting you know some of the things that are going on, and hopefully getting some of my team members to get on there with me and say hello too. And you know, I may just come on at a different time also, just to you know, an impromptu Facebook Live, just to say hi, you know, hi from on stage. It's really one of the most fun things like I've ever done, is going to these, you know, big events for Stampin' Up, and we get to see new products. We're going to see the Occasions catalog products. We're going to get an Occasions catalog, a celebration catalog. We'll get to pre-order before any other demonstrators. Other demonstrators have to wait till the beginning of December to order, and we'll get, you know, a good extra 3 weeks ahead to order. So anyway, it's just super fun. Can you tell I'm a little excited? And I'm even flying with one of my fellow demonstrators, so super, super fun. So we'll see what happens next week, but I will come on at some point next week while I'm gone with a Facebook Live, and then I'll be back the following Thursday at 4 p.m. for sure with a project. I have some projects planned, in fact. Okay, so you're ready, or more than ready, for the project demonstration for today. Leave a comment. Say yes, big yes, capital letters. Now, so here's the transition point where I have to turn the camera, and it's a little bit clunky, and hopefully it's going to be oriented right. So I'm just crossing my fingers. I tested this before I came on, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't in my experience. So here we go. First, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to turn the camera so you guys can see out my windows, the crafting treehouse windows. The fall leaves are starting to change. Just started noticing it today, and I'm trying to take pictures so I can capture some of it. And then I'll turn the camera facing down. So here we go. I can do it. Thank you, Carol. But can Facebook do it? Okay, here we go. Okay, so I know it's not the greatest angle, but you can sort of see a little bit of the leaves changing colors on the leaves. So here we go. I'm going to turn it now. And when I did this last time, it kind of took a second to readjust. You probably saw my my computer sitting there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Am I still oriented right, everybody? Yes? I hope so. You can see my, okay. So here, my little garbage can, decided I have to keep it nearby. I have these all over my space. So now, if you leave comments, every once in a while, I'm going to kind of stand up and look. I'll be able to maybe look up at my laptop to be able to tell if people are leaving comments. but I'm going to be focusing on what I'm going to share with you. So we are using a stamp set. I'm going to show you the things that we're using today. So in the holiday catalog, this is the holiday catalog, of course, and I'm going to be using this stamp set here, Flourish Filigree. And so here's the set. I'm also going to be using my bronze alcohol marker, my tin tile embossing folder, and oh, I just realized I got to switch my lights so you guys can see a little bit better. It's not upside down, yay! Were you on for one of those, Linda, where it was upside down? Maybe you were. Anyway, so there's my embossing folder. I'm going to use a little bit of this this cording, which I really love. It's kind of shiny. And then this ribbon here, which is actually part of the Halloween suite, but I just love it. I don't know if you can really see it so well there, but it's got little sparkles in this organza or organdy ribbon. So those are the things that we're using on the project today. Now, normally I like to show the actual project I'm making because I like to see the project, like the end point. But oh hey, hi Marcia, welcome. Okay, so but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to leave it a surprise just because that's the way I've decided to do it today. So hope you'll still enjoy. So the other thing that I'm using today is the black foil sheets. This is also part of the Halloween suite, and I didn't buy any of the Halloween products this year. I don't tend to do that. So I like some of them, but I don't usually design Halloween-y things very often. But I just love this paper, and you can see it's shiny, and I just had visions of all kinds of fun things to do with it. So here's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to be using my embossing buddy, and I'm going to make this look like a big mess, because it's got the little powder. If you don't know, the embossing buddy is used as an anti-static, so you don't end up getting specks of embossing powder in places you don't want them to. And let's see. And you're going to find out if you don't know what embossing is. Does everybody know what heat embossing is? If you don't, you're going to learn now. It's like an awesome, awesome thing. Okay, so this is my Versamark pad. It's not exactly clean. Mine don't stay clean because they get used like crazy because I love embossing. So I'm just going to ink up this Flourish. This is kind of the strange part because I can't see your live comments, and I really want to hear what you're saying or see what you're saying. So I will check every once in a while. Okay, so I'm just gonna now stamp this, and when I stamp, I like to put my head right over it. So if you see the top of my head or my hair or something like that, I apologize. But this way, I can get it centered better on there. Did my head show? Did you guys see my head? I don't really like when that happens, but that's life. Okay, so there's my image. I think I mostly got it centered, and you probably can't see it too well, but you're going to see it in a second because now I'm going to bring my embossing powder in, and I like to try to not touch the surface of this too much just so that my fingers, I don't get fingerprints on there. So I'm kind of trying to hold it on the edge. So you can see, can you guys see that? It's so hard to tell what you can see and can't see. Okay, anyway, got the embossing powder on there. I'm going to flick the excess off. And if my embossing buddy did its trick, I'm not going to have specks anywhere on this paper. And you'll see that after I heat emboss it. So I've done some of the steps of this card ahead of time because I didn't want to be heat embossing on camera too much. It's just kind of super noisy and it takes time. But for this main image, I just couldn't resist. I really needed to do it. And it's so pretty. So it's going to be noisy for a second. Yes. Oh, I see, Cindy. I love heat embossing everything. Yes, me too. Okay. So when I first designed this, oh, I just noticed a spot that is not covered. And got to get this whole image. When I first saw this set, I mean, I just absolutely fell in love with this image. And I think this image, I mean, this stamp set in general would be very easily overlooked in the catalog. And my guess is that not a lot of people have really noticed it because they're focusing more on the holidays. Anyway, I am going to actually, while I'm heat embossing, I want you to comment on something. And here's the comment. And this is probably going to be backwards again, but this test will test your ability to read backwards. And eventually you won't have to because I'll get the thing figured out. Oh, it's actually the right way. Okay, I don't understand how that happened. Anyway, so leave a comment. Tell me in the comments, tell us in the comments. One, I never noticed this set till today. Second, I noticed it but didn't think much of it. And number 3, I now want to purchase this set. So, you know, you can pick any of those options or whatever else you want to say. Just be specific, of course, about the fact that you're talking about the Flourish Filigree stamp set. And let me know what you think. So you guys can go crazy leaving comments and while I make noise. And I saw, Diane, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm inviting people to leave comments for some prizes I'm giving at the end. So feel free to leave a comment in response to what I just asked. So here we go. I'm going to make noise and then I'll be back. You guys probably can't hear me super well, but this is like one of my favorite parts is just watching the heat embossing change. So I'm going to have to pick this up and show it to you in the hopes that I don't actually burn my fingers. I just was envisioning this copper on the black. I could see silver or gold. I just love it. Okay. There we go. Okay, pretty, huh? Cindy. Oh, I understand. This is a really good holiday catalog, so I can understand how you'd be especially broke at this point. Okay, so now I've done the heat embossing, and I think my embossing buddy did a pretty good job. I'm going to take my a paintbrush. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get a softer paintbrush. This is my stipple brush, but it looks a little bit rough. So I'm taking a paintbrush, and I'm just going to kind of wipe it off and get some of that excess Embossing Buddy powder off of there so that you can really appreciate the gorgeous shine. So what do you guys think of that? I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so the next steps of this are... where are my pieces? So I'm going to actually just walk through what I did on some of these since you guys, now you know how to do heat embossing. So what color of the powder? It was copper embossing powder. But you could, of course, use gold or silver as well. So when I was designing this card, I decided that let's see. Sorry, getting my pieces out over here. This was my original, my layout. Oh my gosh, how did a cat get cut out of there? Dang it. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with that later. Okay, so this is my layering. I got my copper foil paper there, and then this is going to go on top. So that's basically my sort of almost finished card. But when I was looking at it, I felt like, I mean, it does actually look really good just the way it is, in my opinion. What do you guys think? That is definitely a wow. I think so too. I was just so excited when I made this design. And it's super simple. It uses a lot of the foil paper, of course, but it's super simple. So, so as I was designing, I had this little sort of brainstorm. And let me just show you the actual finished project. Well, no, I have one more step to show you. So this is the finished card. It just looks like you can't really see it in here, but you get the idea. So now when I was doing it initially, I was toying with what I should do with that back layer, if I needed to do something with it. And you can see on here, maybe, because it's not all the way put together, but that this is just a matte finish. You know, it's just the basic cardstock. And it looks really good, actually. It looks better to me than when I looked at it the first time.
But on this one, what I did was something extra. So I took my Versamark and I rubbed it along the edges. And I didn't do this third edge because I thought I'd show you on camera, but I don't think I really need to do that. And then went over it with clear embossing powder so that it would be shiny. So it wouldn't be sort of a matte finish next to all this shiny stuff, but it would kind of go with it a little bit better. So anyway, that's what I did on my project. I also experimented on the backside. And you can see here I speckled on a little bit of, I did clear, and then I speckled on a little bit of the copper embossing powder just to see if, you know, that texture would be nice. I even tried that on the front as well. So I experimented and played with a lot of different little things on this card. And then on the embellishment here, that is one of the, oh, I forgot to show you these, the clear faceted gems. And I love, love, love these. But what I also love even more is that you can color them. So for the one on here, I took one of the middle-sized ones and just colored it with my bronze alcohol marker. And you can use these alcohol markers on all kinds of things. You know, you can use them on rhinestones and different embellishments and these, and make it go with your design. So a silver one or a clear one wouldn't really go with this, and there are gold ones, but I'm using copper here. So really wanted to make it the color that would go the best, in my opinion. So, oh, Carol, I'm so glad you like that idea of the embossing around the edge. So anyway, so then I had another brainstorm when I was doing this project. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this big piece of copper foil, and I'm covering most of it up, you know, just makes me sad. And because I am sort of a, you know, resource efficiency oriented kind of person. So I thought, okay, well, let's do this. Let's make use of this inside, and let's cut out, punch out some cats. So I went in and I did that on both sides, making sure that I'm going in far enough, and I don't have to worry about too much because the edge is really small. This is going to be the piece of paper that's going to go in behind my focal piece, right? Just like that. And then I thought, geez, I could do the same thing on my black. See, that wasn't really a mistake. I pretended. Did I do a good job of pretending that it was a mistake? So I can go in and do the very same thing on here because these are all going to be hidden in behind. So why not take advantage and do that? And then it's like, okay, well, whoop-de-doo. You punched out some black cats or some copper cats, right? They're going to get attached to one another, go like this, and they're going to go on the card, and you're never going to know that it's back there, right? So here's what I did. You're going to love this. So I took one of these and I heat embossed it with the copper and that image, and I made this cute little treat. I call them cat kiss treats because they have a little kiss inside, and they're super easy to make. Can you really see that? So, okay. And then I did this one with the image, and then this one, you're probably wondering how I use the tin tile embossing folder here. I use that on this one, the tin tile embossing folder. There's my little cord, my black shiny cord, and of course the kiss. The back side is black. So there's my little cute little kiss project. So if you follow me at all, last year I did a bunch of these cat kiss treats, and it just kind of went crazy. So here are some of them from last year, some from this year. So I did some for Christmas last year, and for Halloween, and for Valentine's Day. See, I couldn't stop. So actually I have a Valentine's post on my blog that gives, it's actually a tutorial of how to make these little treats, but I'm going to show you quickly how too. So then this year I made a bunch of these cat kiss treats using the Christmas paper from this year. I see, Marilyn, you said you use the circle or oval or rectangle framelits to cut the extra underneath. Yes, for sure. Any shape you want. But you see, I had these little cat treats in mind, so I couldn't help myself. So anyway, there's, you can do them with all the different patterns, cute little bows. I'm kind of crazy about them. I just love them. So last year I did this as little gifts and giveaways for people, and I'm probably going to do the same thing again this year. But this is the kit I made this year, so it uses the current products. So the Joyous Noel designer paper, so the copper trim, this stamp set. What is that called? Pine. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. There's too many things to remember. Christmas pines is what it called. I love those pine boughs and the sentiment. Anyway, this, and it has instructions on the back. Isn't that pretty nifty? So stay tuned, because I might be giving some of these away at some point. So then you ask, well, I punched out the black one, the black cat. And so that's the one I'm actually going to show you how to assemble right now. So I make myself a little bracket. I call it a bracket. If you watch my Facebook Live where I showed this cat treat last year, I think it was, I'm trying to remember when I actually did the video, but I can't remember. I called it the magic bracket because you can use this use this bracket for all kinds of things. You know, you can use it with any dies, you know, make a different shape and size bracket with these two dies. Or I did it last year with this, with this butterfly. Can you believe it? I just like have these just sitting around. Anyway, so here's the basic way that this comes together. Super, super easy. And I don't have a chocolate kiss right here, so I'm just gonna have to do it without the kiss, but I can stick the kiss in later. So I'm taking my glue dots and I'm gonna put the glue dots towards the top of the cat's head on the inside. And then I'm gonna take my black cat for the back and I'm gonna attach the ears. And then, and actually I think I'm doing this in slightly different order than what I have in my tutorial, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm putting glue dots on both ends on the outside. Okay, stick. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a few on the inside so that when I stick my chocolate kiss in there, it'll have something to adhere to. So there's my little bracket. Okay. And I say your grandson would love them. Yes. Yes, I think they're just adorable. They might even make a nice little kit to make with, you know, with your, kids that you have in your life. So I'm just going to attach one side onto the body of the cat, right? And then just flip it open. And I tried to make these thin enough so that it wouldn't show. And I like to have the edge butt up against the bottom of the cat's butt. Okay. Now I don't have a bow for this right now, but you get the idea. And then the kiss goes inside, and it's just super easy and super quick. Especially if you love cats. If you don't love cats, I don't know how good it is. But so I was thinking, of course, with the black one. So here, let's look at these side by side. So there's the black one with the heat embossing and the copper one with the black heat embossing. I love embossing. Can you tell? Oh my. Okay, so where am I now? Okay, so one more thing. So I also did the inside of this card, and there's my inside. I used crumb cake for this layer, figuring it's nice and light and can be written on. I used some of this gorgeous organza ribbon with the glitter on it, also on the inside, and you can see, check out the difference. So it comes with little silver speckles, but guess what I did to my speckled ribbon? Anybody want to guess? Okay, this is going to be kind of a lag. So anybody want to guess what I did to my ribbon? Okay, I'll just tell you. So I, again, used my friend, the bronze alcohol marker, to make that silver into copper. Yay! Just love it. And I don't always do insides like this to my card, but this one just made sense. Yes, I bronzed it. Yay, Pam, you guessed it. Very good, very good, very good. And using the alcohol markers is wonderful with the ribbon because it dries super fast. You can control the color. You can get rich color. You can do ombre color. You can use multiple colors. I love the Blends alcohol markers. I've been using them a bunch for all kinds of things. Okay, so there's my card, and now I have to regroup and figure out what's next. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do next. So comments, people leaving comments. I'm gonna have to count all kinds of comments. So, let's see. So, oh, that's right. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. So leave a comment. Put it in the comments, write #CatKissKit. And guess what? I'll do a special drawing just for those who put in this hashtag in a comment of one of these kits. What do you say? Maybe I should do 2 kits. I have 2 right here, so why not? Okay, so put in the comments hashtag #CatKissKit if you want these cute little kits. And then I'll draw winners. And I am going to actually put, I'm going to have this project photos on my website, and it's going to either be later today or first thing tomorrow. And this video will be in that post. The dimensions for the project pieces will be in that post. Did you miss the inside? I could show you the inside. The inside of the card. That's the inside of the card. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure what you meant, but just leave a comment again about the inside question. Okay, so they'll leave a comment. Would you like to receive a kit to make some of these cute cat kiss treats? Leave a comment with the hashtag #CatKissKit. Okay, and I see people are doing that. Yay, people like my little cat kiss thing. Okay, so so now my next question. So did you like my demonstration, my card and my cats and my little tricks for cutting out the hidden pieces of foil paper? Would you like one of these kits? I feel sneaky here. So here's my offer to you. Here's my offer to you. So maybe I should turn the camera so you can see me again. Do I dare? I think I will turn it. Let's try. So I'm going to turn the camera facing the other way and then let you see my face again. That was the ceiling, I think. Okay. I'm back. Hi, Peggy. I don't think we've met. Okay. So you liked it all. Awesome. So here is my offer to you guys. So I have these little kits that I'm going to give away based upon those of you who put the hashtag in there. And then I also have some other kits. And to get these other kits, I'm going to show you in just a second. You need to order the Flourish Filigree stamp set, this lovely stamp set that we've been working with today. And just this set. You can order more if you want. You can order the catalog if you want. But you only have to order this if you want this other kit. And it'll be 1 for 1. So anybody who orders it will get the kit. So this is the kit. It's everything to make the card I made today. Actually 2 of them. So the pieces to do 2 of them. And I have, let's see. Yeah. So what else did I want to say about this? So if you place an order and you order the Flourish Filigree stamp set, you're going to get this. And if you don't already have the cat punch and you want me to punch out the cats from the copper or the black foil piece before I send it to you, you can let me know and I'll do that too. And then you can make the little cat kiss treats yourself too. So it'll have the little bracket and everything. So anyway, that's my little offer for the day. So any like last minute little reminders? Let's see. So I guess just like share my post, share this video with friends if you enjoyed it, because sharing is always good. Helps me expand my exposure and the people that I meet and meet me. And let's see what else. And put this event on your calendar really for, next week maybe at 4 because I'm going to be in Orlando. But watch for the little notice in your notifications that I'm going live because I might do an impromptu or impromptus next week. But the week after, I think it's November 15th, 2 days after my birthday, I think, if I'm remembering right. I'll be going live on that Thursday at 4 p.m. for sure with another really fun project. So, and I'm sure I'll have giveaways too because that's just how we do this thing. So, what else? Am I forgetting anything? Okay, leave comments. I'll be going in and looking. I will have my post live later today or tomorrow on my website. If you don't know my website, it's
www.melissascraftingtreehouse.com, and that is my new website. I do also still have a Stampin' Up! Website with lots of content on it, many blog posts, but my new website is really my new home, and I just love my new website and would love for you to visit if you haven't already. So, you know, I have the main website. I have a couple of, well, I have an opt-in on the main page for my Paper Crafter's Primer for anybody who's fairly new to paper crafting or been doing it for a while, and that is you know, a free download when you sign up for my newsletter. And you can get it, if you've already signed up for my newsletter, you can still get the free download. So anyway, I think I've pretty much done. And if you have questions, let me know. And thank you so much for joining me, for being here. I love you. You guys are great, and your participation has been awesome. I look forward to seeing you next time. Happy crafting. Bye.